ride our machine.
They just want to dance.
Without being hassled by the man. God, what movie was that? That was Peter Fonda, right? That was...
Isn't that Easy Rider?
That was Hell's Angels. No, it wasn't. That wasn't Easy Rider, but it was another motorcycle movie with Peter Fonda. I think it was Hell's Angels. I think is what the name of it is. Maybe.
Oh, okay.
Also a clip from a Mudhoney record.
Yes.
It's great.
Yes. Yeah, the movie's horrible, but but it's fun. It's kitsch motorcycle movie.
Most like cult classics are kind of that.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I found another news story that I think Mike will get a kick out of. So, the mayor himself.
It's a hoot.
Oh.
News.
What? Oh. I guess I'm there. Am I there? I'm there.
You're there. Are you really though?
All the way there. Yeah.
Oh.
Whoa, hey.
There it is.
Welcome sound. And you just wrote that song in your spare time. It's amazing.
Oh yeah.
On my kazoo,
Yeah,
of all things.
In theremin.
Yeah, played on the theremin.
It translated it well. It
goodness.
did.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Our Town Podcast, coming to you from the historic Renton Civic Theater in beautiful downtown Renton.
Yes.
How's it going, dudes?
Jeez, good to see you.
Not too bad, dudes.
Happy Wednesday. For us, it's Friday for you folks watching.
Yeah,
and
lucky.
listening. Lucky.
I mean, we have to slog through a Wednesday for you.
Another couple days to get there. God, that's time travel, right?
Yeah, it is a type
pretty
of,
much,
right?
Yeah, I guess so. What's going on with you guys?
Well, geez. Yeah, work week. Gotta, moving forward on a kitchen remodel job I've been on. So
geez.
That's nice.
Full on tile, floors, the whole gamut, cabinets?
No.
or
Just right now, it's mostly fact-finding missions.
Okay. Those
So I
are
got to come up with a
necessary.
budget, but
Okay.
yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, and things, I don't know. Things are expensive.
Yeah.
This
yeah.
is a shock to all of America right there. But even though the inflation numbers are way down, right, and I don't know,
Yeah.
they're calling it Bidenomics, which is just a clumsy term.
Yeah. In my regular job, I've been, doing some quotes and stuff on some stuff I haven't used in a long time. And I just, off the top of my head from doing this for years and years is like, oh, that particular piece of equipment is $100. $100 is a good price to say. That one's like 25. So I had him actually price it out, and it's like $200 for this and 50 something. And I'm like, holy crap, when did everything double?
Yeah.
Just like that.
Yeah, just the last few years.
Yeah. What are you going to do? What about you, Todd? What's happening on your side of the Renton world?
Not a whole lot. I mean, I didn't really do much this week other than try to stay as cool as possible with the heat and everything. But
Yeah.
That's a thing.
It's been crazy hot and yeah. I discovered that Tubi has the Tremors TV series. Oh shit! I didn't plug this in. I should have plugged that in.
Well, geez, there.
And
Is there?
now we have audio to the camera.
Oh, well.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
And just remember, everybody watching now, we were hilarious.
It was just so
I can't.
I was
mean,
so witty right now.
Yeah.
friggin' funny.
I mean,
Yeah.
I tell you.
Oscars all around.
Shit.
Well,
Yeah.
welcome to
Welcome.
Our Town Podcast.
You didn't miss
Starting
much, honestly. I mean, I do have it recorded on the board, so if you want to,
just
like,
send me the audio.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Geez, so that's a different kind of time travel.
Yeah.
But yeah, I didn't. I mean, I binge watched it. I took the last couple of days and watched all. I think it's like 17 episodes, and it has Michael Gross in it as Burt Gummer,
Right.
and the old curmudgeon from the movie who was like a bit of a prepper, and
He was Reba McEntire's husband in the original
in the
film,
movie,
right?
yeah, in the original movie. Yep,
Ah, Reba.
yep, and
Here's your one chance, fancy. Don't let me down.
Yeah, no, it was a cute show. I mean, it was a early 2000s Sci-Fi Channel original.
Didn't they also do some Sci-Fi Channel movies with him? In doing the Tremors thing.
I don't think they may have been Sci-Fi Channel movies, but I think the two that followed the first two movies, the 3 and 4, I think were straight to video releases.
Yeah, probably
Hammer films or whatever.
I mean, yeah, they weren't
the
that
Hammer films.
They weren't that good, Mike.
New age, yeah.
Kevin Bacon was only in the original.
He was only in the first one.
Yeah.
And Fred Ward.
And Fred Ward was in the first 3 movies, I think.
Was he in all 3? Okay.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Is he still with us?
No, he died
passed.
last year.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah, I like that guy.
Yeah, he was a good guy. All right, cool, man.
Exactly.
Where am I? Tonight's safe word in honor of Emilio, who is not here. He was going to be joining us because he's got an event across the street.
Yep.
If you're watching this Friday or Saturday morning, head down to the Renton Pavilion for...
I think it's
like a toy show, right?
It's called Trade Night Summer Edition is what it's called.
Okay.
And it's essentially it's going to be more Hot Wheels. Like he did one like a month ago. It was mostly Hot Wheels, but there's a lot of other like toy collecting and that kind of stuff there.
I think it's great.
It's going to be part of like the Summer Nights thing or whatever at the Piazza.
Yeah, any use they can get that.
building?
Yeah, I don't know. Can't be cheap, but
Can't be. It's a really nice facility.
Yeah, it's a good sized building too, and they
It's even got bathrooms.
They usually have like minimum of I think 10 different vendors there. So
Right on.
yeah, I
right
might
on.
have to run down and check it out. Well, the safe word for tonight is Matchbox cars. So tricking it up, switching it up on him.
I did, however, watch the season finale of the Hot Wheels Challenge game show, whatever you want to call it. It was basically they're like a car building show, like we always used to see on like Discovery Channel. But the winner of the show, their car would be made into a Hot Wheels car, die-cast Hot Wheels car.
Like a little, that's the trophy kind of thing?
Yeah. You also get a bunch of money too, but that's them paying you for the rights to your design, I guess.
So are teams competing to build a car?
They all build cars, and they have like every episode had like a special guest judge, and then the final episode had Jay Leno.
Jeez.
Are they building it like in section, like this episode is interiors, this is the...
No, they do they don't really do the same like that was it Counts Customs. They show you all of the details of what they're doing because there's usually just one car, but because there's like 3 or more cars per episode, they show you like the key points of what they're doing with the car and what they've done in the last few hours, kind of thing.
Because it's teams are competing.
Teams are competing. I think there are like 5 or 6 people each team, and in the first few episodes, it's like one team versus another, and then the last 2 or 3 episodes have been like 3 or 4 people. 3 or 4 groups of people.
Yeah, remember Jay Leno hosted Tonight Show for like 1,000 years?
Forever, yeah.
Oh, man.
That was crazy.
Has he ever made you laugh? Ever?
Not a big Leno fan, but...
Yeah.
When he did stand-up, he was funny.
Was he?
Yeah. When he did stand-up, he was very funny.
I need evidence.
I think, you need to go look on. You need to go look for him like in the 80s or late 70s for you to find any of that. So, but
Well, if I'm digging back that far, I'm going straight to Phyllis Diller, man.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I think keep in mind that like a lot of
get her on the show.
A lot of the talk show hosts start off as some sort of comedian or like radio personality.
Sure.
So. Fallon, he was a comedian before he was on SNL.
Sure.
And that's how he got that gig doing the Tonight Show.
Well, that's also
he kind of. I don't think it was his fault specifically, but I think the suits at NBC fucking. Gave it to Conan, but then took it away from Conan and gave it to Jimmy. So,
yeah, there's always been a little because there was the whole thing with Leno and
Letterman.
Yeah.
Like Leno kind of stole the job from him.
I think that Letterman was promised the job at one point, maybe
by Johnny Carson
by Johnny
himself.
Carson.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
geez,
then
well, there,
somehow Leno got it, so Letterman moved to CBS, or I don't know.
Yeah, it was the late night wars of was it early 90s?
Sure.
Yeah. I think they all ended up pretty a-okay.
Yeah, now they all ended up
I
on
think Dave
a
got a
different
great
network.
contract or something, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he was at,
Plus, we got Conan O'Brien got out of the deal, which was nice.
Yeah.
yeah, and Conan's show is still pretty good, even though he's over on TBS now.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
And he also has a podcast, which has been really funny. I've seen clips from that.
I'm thinking about buying a new car. I would really want, I'm sure you guys have seen them, those little Japanese trucks, the little mini trucks.
Are you talking about the $1,000 trucks that they're selling?
Well, I haven't seen any for $1,000.
Yeah,
If you find one
well, I
for
mean,
$1,000, send me a link.
This is also not including shipping.
Oh, yeah. There's a bunch that I saw that you can buy for like $4,000 or $5,000, but then you have to pay to have them.
Yeah, they're essentially a glorified golf cart.
Oh,
they're not street legal.
Yeah, the one you're
street
thinking
legal.
of. No, they're
yeah,
real.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The one I'm talking about is not.
Yeah.
Yeah, these are street legal. They're just mini micro
I think
truck.
it's still a 6-foot bed, though.
It is, yeah.
Are you talking? You're talking about like the one that those dudes they had the video game from, or you weren't there. Oh, never mind. You guys didn't see this, but this guy had like this little mini like pickup truck with a hydraulic tailgate.
No.
And it was maybe like 12 feet long and about 4.5 feet wide.
Yeah, no, they're really neat.
Yeah. I want to paint it red. I think it's like a 3 or 4 cylinder. Yeah, but I mean, the tires are like 11 inches, right? I mean, they're like tiny little tires. But I keep seeing them around. I think they're getting more popular, but they are right-hand drive. Yeah, I mean, for me, it'd be like in the driver's seat.
Do you remember the name of it?
Well, Honda makes them. Now,
there's a few different ones.
Yeah.
Suzuki has one. I think it's KK or K Truck.
Oh, K Truck. Yeah, that's exactly what that guy had at Emilio's
those are all
thing.
street legal.
Yeah.
But I want to paint it red. I want on the back of the bed, I'm going to put these ladders that are fake ladders, but they look like ladders, but they'll be for the, more room in the bed. And I'll put like a light on top and stuff like that. But it'll be our little R-Town fire truck for the parades and stuff.
Nice.
Won't that be fun?
That's a big investment. I'm really proud.
Well, I'm trying to figure out how I can get one.
Yeah, that's just exactly what this guy had, and it had a hydraulic tailgate on it. It was really cool.
I've seen some with the hydro. I don't need all that, but
I think we should if we're gonna do that, we should, instead of a fire truck, let's make like a small pirate ship, like Moby Duck.
Todd's hijacking my truck.
I think it'd be cool, so we can dress up as pirates, not firefighters.
I mean, during the parade, if you want to be a pirate, we can make you a pirate.
Yeah, I mean, and why do they have to be exclusive of each other?
Yeah,
don't pirates
don't
need
drive that
firefighters?
line.
And don't firefighters need?
No, they don't actually.
I'm a sailmaster.
Right.
No, I'm just.
No, I've been seeing these, and I've been like, man, I really want one of the. I don't know if I can find one for a couple of grand, and if the wife,
my buddy Michael Antz has one for a farm truck or whatever, property truck, and he's a big dude.
Okay.
And he gets in out of that thing, no problem.
Yeah, he's probably not, taking the whole family to places and stuff.
No, there's room for 2, and then maybe a kid in the middle if the kid didn't mind getting squished.
I'm thinking, if I need to run to the grocery or run to McClendon's and
I wouldn't take it on the I-90.
I'm not taking it anywhere.
No doubt.
With me.
But
or I could take it up 3rd Street.
No, I bet you could do 50 miles, 45, 50, no problem.
I would think so.
Yeah.
I think the cheapest. I'm looking on this. Was it?
Bokai, what?
It's northwestminitrucks.com or
yes,
NW.
I've seen that. Yeah.
West Mini Trucks.
And the cheapest one they have it's like a flatbed, and it's 94 even. It's $7,000.
$7,000. All right, we're getting lower.
Because I think in Japan, when a motor hits 30,000 miles, they switch them out or something. I don't know. That's just something I have heard throughout my life, and I love the idea. So.
I've heard too that as like in America, the newer the car, the more it is to license it. So as it gets older, the cheaper it is to license it. And I hear in those like Japan and
the other
Europe,
way around.
It's the other way around.
No doy. Yeah.
Let's get it off the street and get you into something. new.
Yeah. Or pay the price for
Or
having
pay the
a
price to
leaky-
have the shitty,
'Cause, I
No
mean, the
door.
amount of runoff is a thing, and nobody thinks this thing because we don't think about it because it goes somewhere else.
Yeah.
But it's for real.
I wonder if I could get one in diesel or if I could convert it to electric.
Yeah.
Oh, the little van.
Yeah. That's kind of a half-half.
Did that
I
one?
bet the vans are cute.
The little
Yeah.
vans are cute.
Dump truck.
Yeah.
It's kind
I
of.
don't
They even have one with a crew cab, so you only have like maybe 3 feet of space in the back, but you can have 6 people in there.
Yeah.
But they've all, or a dog. You
Or a
can put the
dog.
back
Get my
there.
dog back there.
And with those, because they make
You can
farm,
put
the UTV,
a sound system in the back,
utility
Charles, for like
vehicles or whatever.
doing parades.
Yeah. And I think we
can't
could
get
jump
one of
out and give candy to strangers and stuff.
Make
kids
it a mobile podcast studio.
Yeah, I don't know, man. We
yeah,
might need
just-
the van for that, but or we could build a camper on the back. But anyway, and I think it would be easy to park at the house, right? Because
Oh,
You
sure.
take up a lot less
All right,
space.
right on the yard. Your wife.
right on the yard, just parking right here, honey. Just pick it up and put it in my
Just,
pocket.
pick it up and move it.
That's funny.
Anyway, that's like a short-term, long-term goal.
Yeah, I think they're neat.
I
And
think it's fun.
you can't get the Polaris or whatever, the side-by-side work UTVs.
Yeah.
They're really expensive.
They are,
They're
yeah.
way more than that.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
And these have to at least have some type of automotive safety standard.
Yeah,
Those
seat
UTVs
belts
don't.
and,
Yeah, no, they
all
don't
that
care.
stuff. Yeah,
It's
turn
like,
signals and
yeah, stuff like that.
License
so that
plates.
it can be licensed, right?
Yeah.
So that's nice. Because the
Yeah.
older I get, which is ironic, because I have much, fewer tomorrows. but I think about safety in a vehicle, right?
Yeah.
It's like I didn't used to care, and they were just, you know what I mean? Just didn't care, but now I
Yeah.
do. So.
yeah. Anyway,
30 airbags. I need 100 airbags.
all over the place. Yeah, just put me in a bubble, bubble boy, wherever I drive. You guys want to talk some headlines?
No.
Todd found some interesting stuff this
Yeah.
week that he sent to us. And I didn't have a chance to really dive into this one. I sort of skimmed through it, but there's a guy that traveled the world, visited 180 nations, which we think might be all of the UN recognized nations, right?
Probably, yeah.
But he didn't fly anywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he must have taken boats everywhere.
Yeah, probably.
I mean,
But isn't there a trail that you can go from like South Africa all the way up to like Serbia
Up
or
through Russia and
something?
such, Siberia and such, yeah. No, I believe that is true. I've
that
would
never
be crazy.
been on
But
that
did-
thing. And I don't think that's what he did.
No.
He wasn't hiking the world, but...
was
but
he? Did
make
he
it
at least have a bicycle or something, or
I don't
mountain
know.
bike?
I don't know. I think he traveled a lot by train and bus. And,
Okay.
Just walking everywhere.
Yeah, I
Right,
mean,
it's
in
like-
Europe and Asia,
Yeah.
getting around by train's pretty easy, right?
I mean, relatively.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so I think it's really neat, though, and what a great experience. And once you're in it for a while, then people are going to expect you, and I bet it can become kind of its own force of nature, right? You're doing all this, travel and meeting people, and I'm sure there's people who are very supportive of
Is he? I don't know if you know this. Is he doing this for like work? Did he have a blog? Was he a reporter? Was he?
I didn't actually read the article. I just saw the story and I said, "Oh, this might be interesting."
Yeah.
You know.
I only.
Well, then we should totally make something up because none of us really know. I heard he was on the land.
I heard he left his girlfriend and his family.
I heard he wanted
Actually, that
to
is
try
actually
the
true.
taste of every kind of human out there.
Actually, what I said was actually true. The story where I saw it was like someone said that he left his girlfriend, his fiance even,
Oh.
and his family behind.
And just kept running.
and
Just kept running.
and he's
coming
running
for you, bro.
and running.
Yeah, you will not remain unscathed.
Did
He gave me the herpes.
Did he
and
come
then
back
ran
and get
away.
back with his family? Do we know, or did
I
he just
have
keep
no idea.
on? He just
know.
said, "I'm out. I'm out."
As much as I like the, even the little truth that I know about that story, I'm really kind of liking our fiction about it.
Even more.
Maybe I'll just kind of lean into that.
God told him.
Oh, well, yeah. And there was a large time in human history where that was the best
was the
reason.
thing.
I'm sorry, honey, I got to go. God spoke to me.
A burning bush was talking to me.
He's like, wait a minute, what about all that pillow talk? So sorry, baby, burning bush.
Burning bush. You know, they have
overruled by the burning bush.
They have ointments for the burning bush problem.
Is that what Moses meant? I don't know.
Yeah.
Holy moly! That does sound like fun.
He was talking to his burning bush. Like, stop itching,
Mike. I know you've been Europe. You've been to
I've been forced
Poland
to travel a little.
and
I didn't make it. No, I made it into Romania. Yeah, and Czech Republic and that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Oh, you've been to Romania?
Yeah, Romania.
I gotta have my buddy Alex come down and be on the show. Alex, if you're listening, we need to get you down. He's from Romania.
Right.
He's my my favorite immigrant. Yeah.
My grandma Ray for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's great. Oh yeah. And but I mean, Romania is. Yeah, it was wintertime. So it's not
even better.
Yeah, food was good.
Yeah.
They weren't EU yet, so things were really inexpensive.
What year was that?
90. No, that would have been
mid-90s.
No, those were the Hava years. So that was 2003, 2004.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Cool. Yeah. Alex and Adriana won a lottery. Didn't speak any English. Little English. Yeah. Alex had done his stint because the Romanians want you to do the 2 years in the army and all that stuff. They got married and then they suddenly won the lottery and said, "Hey, you get to go to America."
Oh, geez.
And this would have been 90, 89, 90, somewhere in there. Alex will tell us. But he and his wife moved here. They both got jobs at Wendy's. Then he got a job where I was working at the delivery service, worked his ass off, went to college, got a degree in computer science. His wife did the same thing, and now he's making probably, Alex, I'm not going to out you, but probably 6 figures plus.
Well, congratulations.
And just, it's a total American dream story. What the fuck is wrong with us? But
well, we don't care.
We don't care. We really don't.
Todd, God bless him. Yeah, no, and it's beautiful. It is beautiful. But there's still, still feels a little Soviet in some ways, right?
Okay.
Architecture, etc. And and plus
it's hard to get past that infrastructure that was built in the block houses and stuff like that. Yeah.
But it's still, I thought it was beautiful. I like Eastern Europe a lot, actually.
Yeah. So, What about you, Todd? Where in the world has Todd been?
I've been home mostly. Since last week, I actually went down to Marianne's house for a barbecue because it was both her and Romeo have a son named Kyle, and they're born about a week and a year apart from each other.
Screw you.
No, wait, they've got. So there's 2 children in the family.
Yeah. Romeo has a son named Kyle from a previous marriage, and Marianne also has a son from a previous marriage, Kyle. So went down to the barbecue for that, and I brought my Switch down, and we played some Jackbox games, and everyone had a blast. And
have you been out of the country? Is kind of this guy?
Not in the last. I think the last time I went to Canada was in the mid-90s.
Oh, Canada.
I went to Victoria, I believe.
Yeah, it's a great town.
Oh, it's a beautiful town. I love it there. All right, well, I've been to Canada, Mexico. I've been mostly in this Western Hemisphere, Jamaica.
The Western Hemisphere.
Grand Caymans.
Oh, nice.
Where the hell else have I been? Down south there. But, not really. I mean, we're going to Ireland. That'd be my first trip to Europe.
Right. Oh, yeah? What part of Ireland are you going to?
We're going to everywhere, man. We're going to fly into Dublin, and we're just going to circle the island.
Well, one place I would suggest checking out is my grandmother's village. It's called Avoca. It's in County Wicklow.
Right.
They filmed a TV show. Well, it's actually more of a soap opera than a TV show, but yeah.
Is Granny still there?
No. The rest of the family is still there. Yeah.
Should we go by and see the sellers? Are they sellers? Or are they?
No, that would be the Kinsellas.
Kinsellas.
Yeah.
Is that an Irish name?
It is.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
County what?
Wicklow.
Wicklow.
Yeah, just when you get out there, say, we want to go to Bellicus Angel, and that will be enough for them to go, I know where you need to be.
All right.
Yeah, Bellicus Angel was a BBC One soap opera that took place in my grandmother's village. And my mom watched it religiously when it finally came over to America, because apparently our cousins make like their cameo appearances as far as like background people, you know.
We're finally famous.
And then my cousin Kathleen's dog, they don't have a fence in the yard, so the dog just wanders the village. So the dog would wander on set while they're filming an episode.
Is this like a village of 1,000?
Oh, I couldn't even tell you the number.
Small village.
You know, I can. You know what? Let me.
You got a Google machine?
I got the Googles.
Yeah, no, Ireland's that'd be.
I want to do more traveling in my old age. I hate being on planes, but I want to be.
I know.
Traveling.
I know. I wish they had dirigibles that were fast.
Come on,
right?
But not as fast as planes.
Yeah.
Just a little faster than a dirigible.
Yeah, they used to have the Concorde. Do they don't have anything like that anymore?
I think the
right?
Concorde's just not price effective.
Yeah,
right. And now you
probably.
can't really have ram jets. Right. Now everything's a turbine.
Yeah.
Like that thing was badass.
Yeah. 'Cause
Right.
it
Yeah.
could
No,
get you
Concorde
from
was
New York
rented.
to
Yeah, for sure. In like 3 hours.
3 hours. Yeah.
Just bonkers.
Like, we're here. Yeah.
Yeah.
you-
Supersonic transport is really takes a lot
the
of.
population as of 2016 is 771 people.
Oh, all right. That's my kind of town.
Less than
Yes.
Yeah, so the whole town, that's where my grandmother grew up. The church that's there, that's where she got, you know, baptized and all that other stuff.
Have you been there?
I've never been to Europe.
Your mom went though, right?
My mom, my sister, my cousins,
all right.
two of my brothers have been there.
Well, I'm going to go there and take a bunch of selfies for you, Todd.
That'd be awesome.
Do you want me to bring a cardboard cutout of you and just place you?
You know what?
around?
That'd be fucking cool shit.
But you have cousins there, right?
I have family that lives out
we can go.
out in.
We can go look up Todd's family from the old country.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember I can probably Google some.
We'll get together before I go and maybe.
And say, you know,
Is it coastal or is it inland? Do you know?
I believe it's inland.
Okay.
I can pull up a map here.
No, we talked about driving around. We're going to go up to Dublin and you know. Bailey and I are excited about going to the IRA museum. And
It's
stuff.
not far from the coast, apparently, but it's inland. It's not on
No,
there.
that's not far though.
No.
No, in Ireland's tiny.
It's
tiny.
it's a short drive from Arklow. Apparently, Arklow is on the coast.
All right. Well, we'll figure it out. I'll
You
get
take
with
a
you
bus
before.
across to like Scotland. Go kick it over in Scotland.
It's a
we
tourist.
talked about that.
It's a tourist town because of that soap opera. So a lot of people drive out there on buses and stuff.
All right. I mean, we got to do the tour city. You got to see the cliffs of
Dover?
no, not Dover.
It's a song by the book.
I don't remember off the top. of my
Yeah,
head.
there's some cliff, but we're going to take a boat that goes down below them, and
Are you talking about the ones that were in the Star Wars movies?
they might have been. Yeah.
Oh yeah, the place Luke was living was Ireland, right?
Yeah, that was like off the coast of Ireland. It was a small island outside of Ireland.
No.
Remember you were drinking the weird.
The green milk. He's squeezing the sea creature's boobs.
Oh my God, that's insane.
Oh man.
Apparently, Disney Plus is planning on following Netflix's lead as far as password sharing.
Oh.
So if
Cut
you have a
everybody off.
Disney Plus account and you're sharing it with your parents or your grandma or
I
whatever,
am actually doing that with somebody. Yeah.
so it
Who
doesn't
gets
say.
in trouble, me or them?
I think
Whoever account it is, probably.
Well, that's me.
the way that Netflix has done it, when you're
caught up with me.
watching from an address that's not on the account, they basically tell you to create a new account.
Yeah, fair enough, right? It's still stealing cable or whatever. Poor Disney. I heard they're
They're really hurting for
they're
cash.
almost broke. Poor kids.
Yeah,
Oh man.
they've
Because they spend
just
like
barely
$200
made
million
their.
a minute on a secret invasion. Now everybody's mad at it.
They just squeaked by making everything back that they spent on Lucasfilm off of one movie. They literally made like $4 billion on one movie that almost entirely paid off their purchase of Lucasfilm.
That's interesting.
Yeah, so they're not hurting for cash.
Yeah, no,
Plus,
I don't
do
think.
you have any idea how expensive it is to go to Disneyland or any of the other parks?
but man, they do it all, and I mean, somebody's picking up all that litter, right? So
it's
a lot.
It's funny. I just recently read a story how there is a family of feral cats that live at Disneyland.
That's the rumor, yeah,
and that they legitimately live inside the castle. and that the cast members that work there have food dishes out for the cats. They take care of the rat population.
Yeah. Wow.
I'm trying.
Todd, you also turned us on to a documentary that's being made right now, or it just came out, about Kevin Smith and the filming of Clerks.
Yeah. I was one of the GoFundMe people like 10 years ago.
Oh, to make this documentary?
Yeah.
Oh, is it finally now 10 years later?
I mean, it has been shown in places, but it hasn't been released to the public for people to rent or anything.
Oh, okay.
They've had it at showings at like conventions and stuff for Kevin Smith fans and whatnot.
All right. Have you watched it?
I have not.
Oh.
And when I finally watch it, I'm going to be watching with a magnifying glass to see my podcast that I had 10 years ago's name on the list of people who were
back then.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, since none of us have seen it, this is one more opportunity for us to completely fictionalize it. I heard it's where Kevin Smith flies to Indonesia as a spy and then infiltrates this crazy underground lizard worshipping organization.
Yeah.
And still makes it back in time to make one of the classic films.
I think that's when he also became an atheist too.
Was it?
Yeah. But no, the people that made this are from Scotland, so they filmed it entirely over in Scotland, I think.
What?
Yeah.
Just using archival footage or something?
Well, no, it's not necessarily a documentary as much as it is like kind of a
fan film?
Fan film where they're just showing how the making of Clerks happened with actors playing those people.
Oh, okay. I thought it was just, interviews, cast interviews.
No. This is like a fictionalized version of true events kind of thing.
No, I'm way more interested.
Yeah, now I'm like, this is like the movie that James Franco just did about The Room.
Kind of, yeah.
Or even.
Yeah, I haven't watched.
Hi, Mark. Yeah. I did not. Yeah, it's also it's probably closer to the likeness of the movie Weird by Weird Al. You know how and Daniel Radcliffe played Weird Al.
I have not seen.
It's great. It is the most. It is clearly fiction, 100% fiction, but it's fun to watch.
Is that out on Amazon or?
It's on Hulu. Not Hulu. Roku. Where the Roku channel has
That's right. I don't have Roku.
Yeah.
That's why I haven't seen it.
It's free.
I mean, I don't know. Does he do a good job? But he's not really playing Al, right?
Oh, he's totally playing Al.
Oh,
but a fictionalized version of it.
Well, I mean, they present it as a totally true, 100% true.
Yeah. Nice.
But this is Weird Al we're talking about.
Weird Al was involved with the making of this movie. Right?
Oh yeah. He was a producer. He was a producer of the movie, and it's 100% fiction, by the way. But they say that it's all true. None of this is fake. That's kind of the tongue-in-cheek wink, wink, nudge, nudge of the movie.
I just remember there was that movie, I think it was called The Strangers with Liv Tyler, and it was about the three killers that terrorized the young couple that kept making the dumbest horror movie cliche mistakes, and they come in and they murder the couple in the house. But it was like, this is based on a true story, and then I read an article about what it was based on, and it was when the writer-director was like 10, somebody was going around knocking on doors and then running away, and that's what it was. That's the true story.
That's the true story that it was based on.
Seriously?
Yeah. That's funny.
Yeah, seriously. So somebody actually ding-dong ditched him, and he created this whole scenario out of that. So is that Kevin, is that movie, is that, you said it's now coming out on something?
It's going to get, they're playing it at Kevin Smith's Smodcastle Studios.
Oh, yeah.
Or not studios, cinemas.
Cinemas, yeah.
And, but I messaged the guys who made the movie, and they said that it's going to get, once after this is done, it's going to get a digital release of some sort. So
okay, but
I'm going to definitely, I've already paid money to have my podcast name on it, but I'm going to either rent it or buy it when it comes out. So
it sounds like fun. I mean,
yeah.
Well, right on. Well, speaking of movies, the Barbie movie, which I went and saw over the weekend, and had a fabulous time with.
It was a great movie.
Yeah,
I laughed so hard.
1 billion already.
With a B.
Plus. Yeah, they're doing really good.
Yeah,
Margot Robbie is just dynamite. I like her a lot.
Yeah.
Right on.
Yeah.
I saw a meme today that cracked me up. It shows it's that scene from Justice League where Superman comes back to life, and it shows like all the super friends staying there, and it shows like the names of all the various other movies that came out right around the same time, and then it shows Superman with his eyes glowing red, and it has Barbie right across his chest.
Nice. Yeah, I really liked. I think her name is Asia. The lady that played the mom in there of the girl. I really liked her, and I loved the speech she gave.
Yeah.
Gave me all the chills and the feel goods when she was talking about. I can't do it justice, but she's like, women are expected to be not fat but not too skinny. We say healthy, but we don't know what that means. Sure. And just goes
Impossible
on this litany of stuff that women are expected in our society, and it was just like, as a father of a young lady coming up
in a difficult time.
I hope she took enough from it as well. I'll just make her watch it every year.
Yeah.
And Weird Barbie was awesome.
Nice.
There's I can't remember the actress's name, but
Kate McKinnon.
She's great.
She's just great because she's the Barbie that the kids have chopped her hair and marked it all over her face and stuff.
There's actually
she's always constantly doing the splits.
Yeah, there's a Barbie doll that is really popular on TikTok called Jasper. And she's like, and she posted videos like, I want everyone to know that is not me in the Barbie movie.
Okay.
It's so funny.
Well, speaking of billion, if you guys are interested, the Mega Million Lotto, at least as of a couple days ago, was
I think somebody got it.
Oh, did they really?
I believe so. It was like
1.55 billion, but it's probably more than that.
I think it was 1.62 or something, if I'm not mistaken.
God damn.
Yeah.
I don't
know. Can't they just break that up in like 100 people or something?
You would think so, man.
But I guess that's just how it
is.
Happens,
what the prize is, right?
But multiple people could get most of the numbers.
That's true.
Right?
Yeah. But they still get the. It was a 1 in 302.6 million chance to win it. 1 in 300 million.
I mean,
which people were. Somebody's got to win it, right? Yeah. So who knows? But people were like, you're more likely to be killed on your way to buy the ticket than you are to win.
Wow. No, I bet that's absolutely true.
Which was just crazy. Yeah. But, shit, 1.55, I just think of all.
That's a lot.
That's too much. It's just, I could do so much with that money.
Oh, yeah.
So, send it on over, folks.
You could just say $30 a year or $3 a month. You can subscribe to this.
That's right.
A good call, Mike. We should explore that option.
I think it's a great idea, people. And you'll keep us. We'll keep you coming back, and you'll give us false hope.
Yes.
And that in false hope alone is worth $3 a month, and you know it is. You cruel manipulators.
Maybe we should start giving shout outs to the people who do subscribe. That way,
that's a great idea.
We might get more people to invest in the podcast if we're thanking them every episode.
Looking at you, Bonzo, right? Mm-hmm. Oh, that kid.
And Bailey and
me.
Todd, Well, the three of us for sure. But I have to.
You're welcome, guys.
Yeah. Because that way I can complain.
Otherwise, you can't complain.
I give you guys $3 a month. It's like $1 a piece a month. $1 a piece a month. It's like, oh man, y'all buy a stamp with it, bro.
Yeah, that's what a stamp costs these days. Jesus. Well, this one's for you, Mike. Gen Con, which is the annual meeting of board games, where people show off their new games, and they, you can go meet manufacturers and the whole gambit. It's held at the Indiana State Convention Center, but as it was being prepared and vendors and stuff were coming in doing setup, two guys grabbed a pallet jack, went and I don't know where it was stored, but they took an entire pallet of Magic the Gathering cards.
Oh my God, a whole pallet?
A whole pallet, and they've got pictures of
That's
it.
an inside job. They knew where it was, right?
I don't know. So
And how to get in and out.
Yeah, I mean, if you walk around, because
That's
I've been in
money.
places, you've been in places. We've all,
Yeah.
we work
Yeah,
at
yeah.
places. Like in the old days, I could put on a hard hat, my safety vest,
Oh, yeah.
and put my butt set on my belt
Disappear,
and
yeah.
just wander into any building. I got to check
Yeah.
the phones. Oh yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Do what you need to do.
Yeah.
And you could probably still do that.
Yeah, maybe. But they got
Yeah,
these
no, it's a
guys
thing.
on several different cameras. This happened on August 2nd, shortly before the event was actually going to open up to the public. What they believe is that the single pallet contained as much as $300,000 worth of cards. 300 grand worth of cards because, and Mike, you would know more about this stuff than we would, the pallet contained mostly Commander Master sets.
Yeah, which is brand new and really expensive.
And collector boosters, which can retail for as much as $300 to $400.
Oh my God.
And they typically contain like rare and legendary cards.
Yeah, no, it's true.
So-
no, that's just expensive.
Yeah.
A box of that stuff is like $600.
That's
right?
crazy.
And then you get a case of it. I mean, and they sell one pack of the collector's packs. One pack is $65.
Oh, Jesus.
One pack.
Was it
One.
like 12 cards in that or something? 14?
Yes. Yeah. Yep.
Something like that. Jesus. There was a $2 million one ring card.
Bummer.
No, that didn't get stolen.
Oh,
that wasn't on the pallet, but I just, they want everybody to know that that didn't end up.
Which was neat because that was a Lord of the Rings kind of supplemental set.
Oh,
so not
okay.
official Magic stuff. You
Yeah.
can still play in the tournament or whatever. But,
Right.
but it just really, they did it with D&D and they've done it with other stuff, Warhammer, etc. Just kind of a cross-pollination.
Yeah.
But yeah, so they made one of the
One
One
ring.
Ring. Yeah, no, it's great.
Jeez.
Right?
Yeah.
So
they didn't get their hands on that, these dirty guys. But Jesus, and these guys look like college kids. They're just T-shirts and a couple
I don't
of
know.
white
And
guys.
because it's untraceable, it's like, because once you've got the packs, they're all just UPCs.
Yeah, I would think so, right?
Yeah. And you can just sit on them.
You just sit on for a few years and then.
Oh, no, in boxes that are unopened, because I've got a number of unopened boxes of cards, or unopened packs, they continue, like individual cards are what really appreciate quickly or depreciate quickly. But just the mystery of you don't know if the One Ring is in this pack, right? Because the pack's not open.
Yeah.
So then the packs and unopened shit is still very valuable and always appreciates. Always.
Yeah.
It's a great investment for the kids.
Holy crap.
Did you guys see this over the weekend?
Oh, yeah, I was just going to talk about that.
Yeah, the Montgomery,
brawl
yeah.
in Montgomery.
Yeah.
So my understanding is that there was an African-American worker,
He was like one of the co-owners of the boat or something. He was a
well,
co-captain.
And they had a certain moorage spot on
Yeah.
the dock, and there was some white redneck.
They had a
cracker-looking
They had a
motherfuckers
pontoon boat parked in this spot for the riverboat.
for where he was was supposed to park.
Yeah.
So he went over and told them, "Hey, you guys need to move," and they flipped him a bunch of shit and then attacked him.
Then attacked him, and then after he got attacked, everybody that was like on the dock was like, "Yeah, no, fuck
We're not
you."
having that.
No.
So all these people came jumping to. One person jumped off a dock on the opposite side and actually
swam
across
Yeah.
to help defend this guy.
All the Avengers Assemble jokes I've seen since this happened has been just unreal.
Yeah.
But yeah, these guys just beat the living snot out of these guys.
Yeah.
And everybody else just watching, taking video of it.
You fuck around and find out,
Exactly.
right? I mean,
This is exactly what that phrase means. These people thought they
bully this.
They thought
One worker.
They were like they were probably, you know what it was? I heard someone say this yesterday. It was like these people were probably listening to Jason Aldean while drinking Bud
in a
Light.
small town. Yeah.
And then,
and I hate to, say it was race related.
Oh, it definitely
but
was.
You got to think that it was.
It definitely
They
was.
thought that they could push this guy around because he was African American. And
then the other thing I saw today even was
it's a bunch of dudes against one dude.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
what that is. They're
yeah,
fucking.
until it wasn't, and a bunch of other dudes jumped in.
the thing is like, and apparently amongst the people who were parking in the wrong spot was a woman, and she was in there punching and kicking and stuff, and finally
She got a chair upside the head.
Someone beat her over the head with a folding chair, like, fucking WWF style.
That guy did get arrested, though. I saw him get taken into custody. But I mean, I'm never one for fighting. But if somebody's
she's getting curb stomped right there.
That's worse.
Yeah, I'm not one. I'm a peaceful guy. But if it need be to defend somebody,
those people fucking deserved every bit of it.
Yeah, no,
every bit of it.
I'm not denying that. It's just they fucked around. They found out quick.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, crazy, man. In this time and age and date and all that stuff, man, that we're still,
I'm trying to find that meme that I saw.
I mean, for a long, long time, that would have just been a pile of bodies.
Yeah.
Right? It's like so.
Yeah. I mean, they're lucky some motherfucker didn't have a gun.
They're also lucky that there was minimum of 50 people with their cameras out.
Yeah, to get it all on tape. Yeah, Jesus.
Yeah, but that doesn't prevent crime. That doesn't stop violence,
it also
right? It can bring accountability, but
it definitely brings accountability more than anything else. Yeah.
It can. Yeah, I've had people robbing, breaking into our mailboxes and shit like that and staring right at a camera. Right? So, I don't know. In humans, I mean, overall, this is the most, Kyle the philosopher was correct. This is by far the most peaceful time in all of human history.
True.
All of it, by far, by a huge measure.
Yeah.
And so that's something, right? But
are we noticing smaller stuff like this in the news because
everybody
bigger
has a camera?
stuff?
No, I think because everybody has a camera. Yeah.
I think you're right. I think it's definitely
and it works. It gets our attention, right? Yeah. Of course it does.
Yeah.
But fuck around and find out, bro.
Fuck around? You don't find out unless you fuck around. So.
So yeah, jeez.
You guys want to play some time warping? Last week, I think it was last week, we were talking about Anne Frank and Martin Luther King being born in the same year.
Yeah.
And then you don't really equate them as being in the same era.
Right.
To round out the show, I found a whole bunch of these time warping things that I thought were fascinating. Without you guys reading this, here's one for Todd.
Okay.
Star Wars New Hope comes out in 1977, right?
Well, technically speaking, it wasn't called A New Hope until like the mid 80s, but yes.
Yes.
The last execution that France did by guillotine happened right after the premiere of that movie. So technically, Star Wars came out before the last guillotine execution in France.
Yeah.
Because you always think of the guillotine.
The French Revolution.
Yeah.
Here's your cake.
And that would have been 1790.
Yeah. You don't really think about it, but we still hang people here.
Yeah.
So it's not like, and I think we still have firing squad.
But guillotine, man.
That's hardcore, dude. That's hardcore.
Shit.
And who's cleaning that up?
I'm not.
You know what I mean? Because
it rolls into a basket and you just
them, right? You hose the whole thing down.
I don't know why that guy got executed that way. I should look that up.
I wonder if France still has a death penalty.
I don't know. Most places don't, right? Third world and us, right?
I think it's us, like Iran, Saudi Arabia. Yeah.
Death by stoning.
At least the ones talking about it, right?
But death by snoo.
Yeah.
It's
one of the most renowned universities in the world, England's Oxford University, has existed in some form since 1096. It wasn't until 1231 that the masters were officially recognized as universitas. But the Aztec Empire, which is commonly known as the oldest empire in the world, wasn't established until 1430, 200 years after Oxford. Is that crazy or what?
Yeah, wait, what? What do you mean the oldest empire?
I don't know. They put that on there because I would say the Romans were the oldest. Well, even the Mongols.
The Hittites and shit, man.
And stuff like that.
Dude. I don't know. Maybe the longest lasting? But then I think the Egyptians or something, right? Yeah, geez, beats me.
Yeah.
But still, that's interesting that
Oxford
those two things existed at the same time.
Yeah. And nearly 200 years before that.
And evidently, the Spanish said that Mexico City was just paradise. Paradise. They had when the Spanish got here and then murdered everybody. But they had canals and they got rid of their sewage every day. Right? They had a whole kind of an underclass of people, right, like criminals, etc. That unlucky
that did that work.
They did that kind of work, but they had a system of canals to keep all that stuff out and clean, right? And because Mexico City was just an island for, it just isn't that way anymore.
Yeah. Is it all connected by bridges and stuff down there?
I just think it's all filled in or all dried up or something.
Bother.
Yeah, I think they just completely changed the topography.
Yeah. Well, the first major wagon train, we all know Oregon Trail, right? To go up the Oregon Trail was on May 22nd, 1843.
Whoa.
5 days later, there was a guy named Alexander Bain who filed a patent for the fax machine.
What?
Yes.
Wait, what?
He filed a patent for the fax machine. I don't think he had a fax machine, but he filed a patent for one.
I wonder I don't know.
Yeah.
What kind of tech they got for a fax machine? He just really liked the sound.
The old dial. You remember fax machine, man? We had to do so much with fax machines in the telecom industry. It was just...
Oh, yeah.
God,
but it really did. I mean, it was an early way to move a lot of paper.
And it really helped out so many...
Get those bike messengers off the street, Poor guys.
Yeah, because, even... I'm trying to think, because my mom was in real estate in the late 70s, early 80s, before the market just completely bottomed out with the inflation rates and stuff. I don't think she did faxing at all. I think she would have to run the paperwork, over to the buyer and get them to sign, and run it over to the
try
seller.
To get everybody,
just get everybody, crazy.
And there's still a lot of that going on.
Yeah,
but now a lot of it's email, right? Because you can sign shit by email, and so it's
it's a DocuSign.
Yeah, I mean that's a thing. Yeah, it's interesting. But I remember signing a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
So, interesting. But I know a lot of bike messenger, and there's still plenty of messengers around, like legal documents and stuff like that that need to be securely.
You know that it's still more secure to send a fax than it is an email?
I believe that.
It's weird because, I think 15 years ago, I had a problem with a prepaid card that I bought. I tried to scratch off the thing to get the numbers, and the numbers went with the scratching, so I wasn't able to. So I had to. It's like I can email an image of the card, what was left of it. And it's like, no, we would need you to fax it to us. It's like, dude, I understand that Back to the Future 2 made it look like everybody has a fax machine in their house, but that is not the case.
Fucking dot matrix printer.
So like, where am I going to get a fax machine to send you a copy of this thing?
You go to Kinko's.
I could take a picture of it and email it to you right now.
Yeah.
They're like, no, you have to fax it.
Yeah.
Like,
you just shit.
Are Kinko's are they gone? Are they still?
No, Kinko's is still around, but it's part of FedEx now. So.
I use Staples because we try to get blueprints printed bigger and stuff.
Yeah.
But
I use Staples a lot. Actually.
This was right before Kinko's and UPS had their own retail spaces.
Stores.
Sure.
Well, Nintendo. You guys know Nintendo, right?
Never heard of it.
Yeah, they've been around for over 100 years. But
they have been around. So Vincent van Gogh painted his masterpiece, The Starry Night, which you should all know, in 1889.
Wow.
The same year that Nintendo formed as a corporation.
Yep.
Their first product, though, was playing cards.
Yeah.
So they were more Magic the Gathering.
They did playing cards up until 1983.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And then they switched to the.
I think they were still making card games when they first started the video game.
Solid, right? I mean,
and once they realized they could make more money with video games, I think they probably stopped playing cards. You know what? They continue to make cards because they're the ones who make the Pokemon cards.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Who does?
Nintendo.
What?
That's who owns Pokemon.
Oh.
Yeah. Nintendo.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what about Digimon, Todd?
Carbon
Nobody
copy.
ever fucking cared. Not for
about
a
Digimon?
day. Yeah, not once. Not once.
Do you want this? No.
I still think it's hilarious that when South Park made their episode poking fun at Pokemon, They called the cards Chimpokemon, which is from what I understand, it's Japanese for penis monster.
Oh my! God.
Nice.
So the whole joke of
that was my porn name.
Chimpokemon, but there was a running joke through the whole episode where the Japanese CEOs of Pokemon were like, "Oh, you have a huge penis," and that was a compliment.
Nice.
Nice.
That is a compliment. Well, thank you.
Yes, I do. Thank you for noticing.
Yeah.
It's hiding in my back pocket.
Yeah. Well, speaking of Disney World. Which we weren't. They opened on October 1st, 1971, 3 days before my birthday, gentlemen. 3 days before I was born.
In October, I was still like a baby.
Yeah, they opened in Orlando, Florida to massive fanfare. But 15 days later, a woman named is it a woman? I think it was a woman. Maybe it's not Sylvester McGee, who was widely acknowledged as the last living former slave in America, died. So 1971.
1971.
The
52
last
years ago.
living, widely accepted American slave passes away 15 days after.
Had anybody
Walt
told
Disney
her
World.
that we had freed slaves?
No. I mean, she was free.
She wasn't still working somewhere?
No. I don't know how old
that
she was.
That was also supposed to be much funnier than it came out. That's insane. That's completely
crazy?
insane.
71.
Yeah.
71.
But I mean, a lot of things within our lifetimes, right? It's like red districting.
Yeah.
Right? Because the civil rights legislation was 65, right? 64, 65, right?
Yeah.
That's not.
Yeah,
that's
64.
6 years before that, right? That's nothing. That's insane. Completely insane.
It just throws you, right? It's like there was an actual former American slave that lived in my lifetime. I mean, granted, it was 12 days or something, but it
totally
still counts.
Yeah. No, that's bonkers.
Nuts.
That's bonkers.
Nuts. Speaking of the pyramids, Mike, the last Ice Age creature died in 1650 BC, and we're talking woolly mammoths. Sorry.
The last woolly mammoth died in 16.
That's the theory, right? That they were wiped out in 1650 BC, 900 years after the pyramids were complete. So the pyramids were being built as the woolly mammoth was still roaming the earth.
Wow.
That's completely nuts.
Isn't it? I mean, you got to think that there was like saber-toothed tiger. All the guys from the movies Ice Age, right? All those dudes were still around. They were there when the pyramids were already built in that.
Well, maybe, I don't know. Maybe there wasn't enough.
Yeah.
They were kind of all on their way out.
Yeah.
Some species
could be.
Fall out fast.
Yeah, I was watching.
Insane. That's insane.
What's the movie, the TV show, the Gendy, the Caveman? Is that what it's called?
Oh,
the cartoon.
Yeah, where he rides a dinosaur.
Yeah, rides a dinosaur and stuff.
Primeval.
Primeval, yeah.
And
they get attacked or captured by a Egyptian-style tribe, right? And I'm like, okay, this is totally, but... no, it could be, because there's woolly mammoths and shit. So.
Sure, but not dinosaurs.
No, not dinosaurs.
But still, they're also, come on. It's okay to watch a cartoon.
Yeah. To get past that reason.
Because we all know the only thing that cohabitated were sleaze.
It was called Primal.
Primal,
that's it. Yeah, good little series. I enjoyed it. I think there's another season coming out shortly in the next couple of months, the third season or something. On April 14th, 1865, does anybody know what happened that day?
Mr. Lincoln,
Samuel J. Seymour was 5 years old, and his parents took him to the same play, Our American Cousin, at Ford's Theater when Lincoln was shot. Assassinated by John Wilkes Booth, who we talked about last week.
Traitor.
In 1956, that guy recounted that experience on television.
What?
1956, as he was 5 years old in 1865.
Yeah.
So in 1956, he goes on a game show called I've Got a Secret.
So he was 90 or 89?
you got to do the math.
He was
for him.
old, Mike.
He was old.
That's
he was an
pretty
old man.
I wonder if he's like, and then the aliens dropped in. Just totally making some cool shit up. Yeah. And then Abe Lincoln got in his mech suit and took to the stars.
That was the
Started
first time Abe
slaughtering.
Lincoln killed a vampire.
Yeah, started slaughtering vampires with his axe and stuff.
What a
Hell
guy.
yeah.
What a
Yeah. In May 15th, 1940, Dick and Maurice McDonald, who you might know, opened a small hamburger stand in San Bernardino, California called McDonald's Barbecue. And then it was the Ray Kroc that bought that, right, and franchised it and made it what it is today.
was it a barbecue place?
Well, I think it was a burger joint, but they called it barbecue.
Yeah.
But those two guys opened in 1940. Within a month of that, the first group of prisoners, 728 Polish folks, were transported by German soldiers to Auschwitz concentration camp.
Way to bring it down.
So McDonald's opens up.
Yeah.
And
And
just a
death
few
camps,
days
yeah.
later, there's
Sure.
death camps with,
geez, that sucks.
people going in.
Yeah,
So.
well, now I'll forever associate the two, so thanks for that.
Well, it'll keep
I
you
wonder what
healthy.
happened in the 70s with Pol Pot and shit. And it's
God, yeah.
There's something. It's like, Wendy's introduces the Frosty the same day. Like
Same day as
Cambodia turns to a
75,000.
skull-based economy.
Jesus, I know you guys aren't sports fans so much, but before their third pennant win in 2016, the Chicago Cubs hadn't won a World Series since 1908. 1908 was the last time they won. The Ottoman Empire, which had been around since 1299, didn't fall until 1918.
Yeah.
So 10 years after the last time the Chicago Cubs had won the World Series.
That's crazy.
The Ottoman Empire was still a thing, right? But they were still a thing in World War One because they.
Well, that was the end of it, right? Yeah,
and that was.
Is that-
And then hello to Turkey, right?
Yeah.
Oops.
Is that when they became the waterbed empire?
Instead of Ottomans? The love seat
the,
empire.
It was a love seat.
Yeah.
Sleep on the couch.
But that's where we got, this interpretation of the Bible, right? That was written at the Council of Nicene. That was during the Ottoman Empire. It's like all that kind of, massive amounts of shit happened there. Because it's right there. Turkey's, that's
You can thank the Goldbergs for that terrible joke, by the way.
nice. But that is kind of amongst the cradle of, right? Because it's the crossover between, Babylon and all that other shit. Europe, right?
It's a major thoroughfare.
Oh,
Yeah.
Ottomans.
Oh, Ottomans. On December 17th, 1903, two brothers, the Wright brothers, Wilbur and Orville, successfully completed 4 flights at Kitty Hawk.
Kitty Hawk, Kansas? Kitty Hawk?
North Carolina, right? Or South
son
Carolina.
of a bitch.
North Carolina? South Carolina.
Yeah.
One of those Carolinas. Earning them the designation of having invented the first airplane. Just over 40 years later, on July 16th, 1945, the first atomic bomb was tested in New Mexico.
Yeah, so wait a minute.
Orville Wright was still alive. Wilbur had died, but Orville Wright was still alive. So they invent the airplane, or basically prove that their airplane works, in 1903.
That is, what? So 42 years.
42 years it took from... We can barely get off the ground, but we flew for 300
And was
feet.
was that a powered flight? I can never remember. Or was it a glider?
I think it was a powered flight.
It had propellers on it.
Did it? Okay.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I don't know what the propulsion was.
I don't think it was powered by a motor. I think it was like it was pedal power.
Yeah.
Paddle power.
Yeah.
Is that like puppy power?
Pedal power.
Pedal power. Yeah.
As in like bicycle.
That was my paddle power. Was my my nickname in the porn industry. Yeah.
like Ron Jeremy had the hedgehog, you had paddle power.
Paddle power.
Gotta love a mom that names you Big Dick. But yeah, just 40 something years later, we're dropping from a B-29.
B-29. I don't know what altitude they were at the time, but it's
it's
to
gotta
go
be pretty
from
high.
barely off the ground at Kitty Hawk to at least a few thousand feet, no doubt about it, right? Because if you're any closer, you just get shot.
Yeah, I don't think they were like 30,000 feet. But
I don't know. I don't think so,
Yeah, because the pressurized cabins and stuff.
Yeah, but they had masks and such. They had
that's true. So they had to be up pretty high.
No, it's bonkers.
That's 40 years.
Yeah. That's a big. I mean, the 20th century really did.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not the first Our Town podcast. The Scoop. The 20th century had a lot of technological improvements. It's like, thanks.
We'll accept that award. So thanks, guys.
I mean, we do break ground here, but 42 years is not that long.
No.
That's bonkers.
No. Well, at the same time, Mike, you're a Sir Isaac Newton fan, I think.
At times. I'm not mad at the guy that I know.
In 1686, he changed physics forever when he published his 3 laws of motion.
I thought it was 1666.
1686 is
when they published anyway. All right.
1666, Mike?
That's what I always thought it was. But that's why it stuck in my mind.
Devil's work.
Yeah.
Just 5 years later, in America, the Salem witch trials were happening.
That's great.
1692.
Yeah.
Something so scientific and something so superstitious could be happening at the same time.
Oh, there's still plenty of weird superstitions.
Oh, big time. I mean, we're still.
But religious zealots are not to be trusted.
Yeah.
And I mean, there's no debate about it. It's not okay.
Yeah. I read if you take a white towel, it has to be white dish towel, and soak it in clear vinegar. Has to be clear vinegar, and you take it outside and hang it on your clothing line, it'll absorb all the chemtrails from
nice. Oh, that was a great lead in.
Yeah.
That's what I've heard. So
I've heard that same thing. It's well,
the last few days it's been nice out, but it's still a little crisp at night and all that kind of shit. It's like if they were gonna do the aluminum powdered chemtrails, they'd be doing it in the fucking summer too, bro.
Right.
Where are they?
Yeah.
Oh, it only comes out in the fall. Yeah, you want to know why? Because the temperature in the high atmosphere is different.
I did see trails from the Blue Angels this past weekend.
Yeah, they had contrails, which is different than chemtrails.
No.
Yes, and they did the cool smoke show. I saw like a cool ribbon thing.
Yeah.
And those guys, remember, they've got completely different fuel standards. Military stuff can be loud and polluting, and that's just great, right? Nobody gets mad.
Tax dollars hard at work.
They don't care.
Yeah.
Those are F-18s. What are those?
I don't know.
It's pretty neat, man. Dudes flying upside down.
Yeah, I could watch them from my house.
It's insane.
Yeah.
We actually ran down to the landing. There's a boba tea place down there. They have this great coffee and ice cream bubble tea that I like to get. It's horrible for you, but it tastes great. But we were getting that, and we heard the Angels start up. I think this was Saturday. It was Saturday. And we shot up to the top of the landing's parking garage there, and we just sat there and just watched them, fly around. So it was kind of fun. It was a nice little date night, a little impromptu date. You're welcome. Aww. You're welcome, honey. Who doesn't ever watch this?
Yeah, well.
Anyway, but.
What? Well, it's time to start filing the divorce papers.
Yeah, well, no, I can't get rid of this one. Never divorce your third wife.
Yeah. Is that a rule? If you've been married, is she really your third wife?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Oh yeah, no, he's explained it to us, Todd.
Yeah.
I somehow missed that. Okay, I knew he's been divorced, but I didn't realize it was that many times.
And we both had the surprise Pikachu look.
Surprise Pikachu. Pikachu.
Oh. No.
She'll be my third and my sixth. We've decided.
Third and sixth.
No, I mean shit, dude. I can't do this anymore. I can't. I'm done. I'm all good.
Doesn't divorce cost a lot of money?
Well, when you give it away, it does. When you're trying to get out of it, but it can, for sure.
But sometimes that's the conflict resolution doesn't always mean, not everybody happy.
Yeah.
Dog in my house.
Well, that's my
pickup truck.
Oh, that's my time warping, guys. I don't really have any.
That's terribly interesting.
I did
it really
hear
is.
that the first plane crash was also caused by one of the Wright brothers, and somebody died in it. The first death by plane, and I'll have to let me look that up on the Google while you guys talk amongst yourselves.
Talk amongst yourselves.
So,
well, geez, I don't know. That's fascinating. That different shit.
I
happens.
didn't even know that's what that was even called. That these things happen at the same time, and you'd think they were farther apart. I guess.
Yeah, it just boggles how we feel about history, right? It's like, and that's I mean that's.
Someone said that it was like we're closer to 2060 than we are to 1992.
Thomas Ethelyn Selfridge. Hopefully I got his name right.
Sounds like your typical asshole.
Died in September 17th, 1908. He was a first lieutenant in the U.S. Army and the first person to die in an airplane crash.
Oh, jeez.
He was also the first active duty member of the U.S. military to die in a crash while on duty. He was killed while seated as a passenger in a Wright Flyer on a demonstration flight piloted by Orville Wright.
Oh, jeez. Well,
poor bastard.
At least just like with the submarine recently, right? At least he put his money where his mouth was, right? He did make somebody else fly his death trap.
Did Orville die? Let me see if Orville died.
Oh, man, that's hardcore. Airplanes are just something else.
Yeah.
I mean, I know there's millions of hours that people have spent and will spend in them, but it's bonkers.
Orville died in 1948, age 76. Did I say it was Orville or Wooler? Yeah. Who was piloting? Who did I say?
Couldn't tell you.
I thought you said Orville, but it might have been more.
Piloted by Orville. So he obviously survived and lived till the ripe old age of 76 in 1948.
This is when they instituted the seatbelt on planes.
Oh, man. I don't know. I guess,
Did he get up to go pee or something? Is that what happened?
No, you can't do. Oh, damn. We lost him.
Quarter mile high.
This is probably also when they decided to put doors on on the planes.
Yeah. Holy crap. I'm sure they probably weren't. I mean, that was only a few years past the first flight, right? So I don't know. But they started flying airplanes in World War I, right? But they were like balsa wood covered in canvas, right?
Yeah. Oh,
it's fucking crazy.
Yeah. But, I mean, air support is huge. If you can drop stuff on your enemy, it's like it makes a huge difference.
And the stuff they drop, I mean, they actually physically like reached over and
they dropped him out the window. Yeah. I saw that actually in a movie once where they're like, drop this out the window. They hands him like a grenade and he just puts it arm out the window, pulls the pin and drops it.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Well, what do you guys got? You got anything?
Well, what's been going on? Did the Dead Baby Downhill race. That was one from West Seattle.
That's right. How was that?
That was good. It was.
How many estimated folks were there?
Probably the race itself, I'd say 2,500, 3,000 maybe.
So pretty in the race itself?
Yeah, in the race itself.
Wow.
And this is like huge. Shoulder to shoulder.
It's pretty bonkers. And then it goes downhill, down Admiral in this case, which is steep as fuck. It was nuts.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I did better than I often do. So
okay,
so that was fun as far as like my race time.
Do you helmet up and stuff?
I do. I never get I won't ride in a car without a seatbelt. Right. I will not ride a bicycle without a helmet. Yeah, just because I don't want to be a burden.
It's just stupid not to, right?
Yeah, right. I'd become a burden to somebody, and that really would annoy me. And I went for years without wearing a helmet, like probably 20,000 miles riding a bike without it, but. I kind of had a waking dream where I saw myself as a burden, you know what I mean? And just changed my tune.
Jesus.
But anyway, I love it. It was great. It was great. The party was great.
Party afterwards.
A bunch of bands. Dudes jumping through a giant flaming ring on their BMX bikes.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, I mean, BMX guys are something else.
Yeah, the tricks that they can do.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was cool. It was
nice.
Good
and that was Saturday?
Yeah, that was Saturday.
Nice. Right on.
Sweet.
So that's that.
What else you boys got? Anything?
Yeah, geez.
Anything positive to share or end on? Any new shows that you've come across?
Let's see. The new season of Futurama is on Hulu. They've got like four episodes in so far, and it's been pretty funny.
Yeah, I heard on the terrestrial radio the other morning they were talking about it, and people were like, "Oh man, they ended Futurama so well. They didn't need to make another season. They did this," and it was like, dude, if you're happy with the way it ended, then just don't watch the new one.
The new stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Easy solution, bro. Look at that. Yeah.
Exactly.
But I'd rather be mad.
It hurts when I do this. Just fucking don't do that.
It's called rage farming. They basically complain about something so they can get their followers to also get mad and whatever.
Yeah, interesting.
Have you it premiered already, or it's going to?
We had episode 4 last week, so episode 5 comes out.
I maybe watched 5 minutes of Futurama in my life.
That's a great
Are you
show.
a fan?
Yeah, I would say I'm a fan.
Is that a Groening? Matt Groening?
It's a Matt Groening, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is he still around?
I think so. Yeah, they're still making The Simpsons.
Oh, and he did
well.
Disenchanted also.
Yeah, that also, by the way, got canceled.
Did it?
Yeah.
How many seasons did that get?
I don't know.
That has I think 2 or 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think the reason why it's got canceled is because everybody who was on that is on Futurama.
Ah.
So,
yeah, there we go.
Disenchanted was essentially Futurama in like a fantasy.
Keeping everybody working.
Instead of being science fiction.
Yeah, and the writer's strike's still going on, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. As far as I know.
Yeah, I don't know how you get around that yet.
Did you hear that Jeopardy is found a way around the writer's strike? They're just going to recycle old questions. I'm serious.
Are you serious? That's what I mean.
Absolutely serious.
But then
why
what if
not?
somebody's seen the show?
Yeah,
right? Wouldn't they give
exactly.
you a leg up or something?
Because it's just
we
writers.
need Trebek back.
What is it? Writers and who else is on strike?
And directors, I think writers and actors.
Actors at least, yeah.
Yeah, writers and actors. And
all right, Zombie Trebek. It's time for Zombie Trebek.
Yeah, I'd watch that.
He's got to lay down the.
Will, what's his face? Who did Trebek on SNL? Should do it, I think. Will, man. I can't think. Fuck.
Farrell, Wheaton.
Farrell.
Okay.
Will Ferrell.
Oh, he did
he
Alex
play
Trebek?
Alex Trebek?
He played Alex Trebek in
Nice.
Celebrity Jeopardy. You know, all the bits where he's like,
Oh, yeah.
Sean Connery on the
Yeah, Burt Reynolds.
Yeah, and he's like, I'll take anal bum covers for
Oh, my
$500.
God.
He's like, it's an album cover. And he's like, I can read Trebek.
Oh, my God.
So funny.
I wasn't expecting. I was watching the opening credits to Barbie, and Will Ferrell popped. I had no idea he was in the movie.
I didn't know he was in it either until
And I was like,
his
oh.
character shows up.
And I was glad that. I mean, I like Will Ferrell mostly, but I was glad. I mean, he just had sort of a smallish supporting role.
Yeah, he wasn't a huge. I mean, he was the CEO of the company, Mattel, but yeah, I mean that his part was pretty funny though.
Yeah, and they had 2 of the kids from Sex Education. I don't know if you guys have seen that show on Netflix. They had two people from that show, which I really enjoy watching. That's got Scully from X-Files.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
And
Gillian Anderson.
Gillian Anderson, she's really good in it. It's a fun show. It's a good show for LGBTQIA teenagers and all that good stuff. So I think a new season of that's coming out pretty soon.
I've not watched it, but I'll check it out.
Yeah, I like it. I like the kid that's in it. I can't remember his name, but he plays Gillian Anderson's son, and Gillian Anderson is a actual sex therapist, and the son uses what he's gleaned from her to help high school kids, but he gets paid for doing it. But then it kind of turns into more like soapy opera teenage stuff kind of thing. But still it's smart TV.
CW type stuff.
Not that bad. It's not as glossy as that. It's still smart TV, but it does have a little bit of that, kind of thing. But
tween drama.
Yeah. Shit. What else you guys got? Anything?
My Facebook got hacked.
Yeah, what's up with that, dude?
I don't know.
Didn't have that 2-factor confirmation
No,
on
I
there?
guess I did.
That's when you need to turn that shit on.
Yeah.
yeah. So we'll see if I get it back. So it's kind of been nice. The silver line to that is I'm not on Facebook.
We need you to spread the Our Town love, though.
Oh, yeah.
I got cloned, which is similar, but it's just funny. Somebody took my Facebook profile stuff and created an Instagram with my name, and then was doing sort of the similar thing. And it's like,
So dicky.
cancel. Yeah, it's just stupid.
Fuck thieves. Fuck
Do it. Oh no, it was Twitter. They did it on Twitter.
Yeah.
But did they hack my Instagram? No, they set up a
fake profile.
of me.
That's right.
I'm not important enough for people to try to
Not yet.
fake.
I don't know.
So
I don't think
now
I'm
that I
important.
say that on here, people are going to
Yeah.
That's our mission, if we choose to accept it, Mike.
Now you have to spend the $8 a month to get verified, so you can prove it.
Yeah, his password is always like Star Wars #1.
Star Wars.
Shut it! It's Star Wars 69.
Dude. Ray is not a Skywalker. O0.
Oh,
Yeah. Hashtag not real. That's funny.
All the, making
Poor
fun of all
Ray.
the toxic fanboys out there. Like, she's not a real Skywalker.
it's actually Porg Love, but it's a U instead of.
Somebody, I recently saw a video. Someone saying, for all the people who are complaining about like the new Star Wars movies, when was the last time you went and watched the original release of the Star Wars movies? Not the special editions, but the original theatrical releases. How quickly did Luke learn to use a lightsaber versus how quickly Rey learned?
Yeah, he had like one lesson on his way to the Death Star.
Right.
And it got interrupted by that asteroid field that used to be all
Yeah,
Right.
that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
And I think Dyer Oxley just kind of ran it down where he's like, well, they're basically the same movie.
Yeah.
They are. Dude, that was the reason why I loved that movie so much, is because it was basically a clone of the original movie. I loved it for that reason.
Yeah, and it wasn't a bad fake like you see these, rip-off movies, the low-budget rip-off movies of Star Wars.
The ones that show up on Amazon for like $4 for a rental.
No, it's great. There's a famous one from Turkey. I can't remember.
Yes.
What it's called, but
Turkish,
it's amazing.
it's called Turkish Star Wars.
Oh, there you go. It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
And they even use some of the same scenes as far as like the spaceships and stuff.
Yeah.
It was just, and it was like, what's really great, Mike, is that not only do they use the same like flight sequences, but they're like a really bad like VHS copy. So it's like really terrible looking.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
What was the name of the creatures that Luke was milking on the?
I don't remember. I
gotta look that up.
They may have a name, but I don't remember.
I might have to make some memes with that.
Oh my God, it's great. And he just goes for it.
He does.
Hamill's having a blast.
Yeah.
He's like squeezing that tit and just taking a huge swig off of it.
Oh my God.
It is so good.
Probably tastes like honey and.
What's funny is when I went to Disneyland a few years back, I actually went into the cantina. We had to not pre-order. That's not the right word. We had to reserve space in the cantina so we can go in there. Make a reservation. Thank you. And so we went in there, and it was like legit an actual bar. But they didn't have any bar food. So, and my sister doesn't drink, and I'm not going to drink in front of my sister because I don't want to be that guy. So I was like, you know what? I looked at the menu. They had blue milk on the menu.
Oh my
and
God.
I go, so what is the blue milk? It's like it's soy milk with lots of sugar. So it was like cotton candy flavored blue milk.
That sounds.
Yeah.
It was an 8-ounce cup, an 8-ounce glass for $13.
Damn. Well, everything's expensive. Disney, listen up. If you want to make a lot of money, you put a little bar in the Star Wars area with the creatures, and you put your quarter in, you start squeezing the thing. I swear to God, people stay there all day drinking. Just give them an alcohol wipe for the next guy, and just
what it is they just the boobs are removable. They have to put on a new pair for you to suckle on.
Disney, if I see that down there, you owe Our Town Podcast.
You know,
we have lawyers.
25%.
I would, you know what, Disney? I would be happy with just a lifetime membership to go there whenever I fucking wanted.
That'd be great.
I'll spend all my money there when I go too.
I'd be happy if Disney sent us $3 a month.
Turn us into like background characters in the next TV.
Yeah, I mean, come on now.
Sounds good.
We can be the aliens at the bar.
Yes, I would be an alien.
Like, we'd be like Norman. What's his face from
Death Sticks?
You do not want death sticks.
We'll walk into the cantina, open the door. Afternoon, everybody. Our Town Podcast.
Yeah.
Extraordinaire. Woo!
It's like Norm from Cheers.
Right?
We'll have to have a witty quip when they say beer, Norm.
Yeah.
It's like, live long and suck it.
Oh, man.
Hey.
Kind of like it, though. All right, well, you guys got anything else for this here week before we come back and do our bonus round, which you guys could get if you pay the $3 a month or $30 a year and go to the R-Town Podcast .com. Did I say that already?
ourtownpodcast.com, yes.
Yes. Go there.
We don't even need the dash in that, right?
Yeah, I bought the other domain and have it forward. So.
I mean, we got you covered.
We got you. We're not hard to find, people. So go there, sign up, become a member. There's blogs, there's extra show, there's all kinds of junk in there. So go in and explore
cool stuff.
And we're almost to, a little almost to 50,000 total views on the YouTubes.
50,000 views?
Almost.
Really?
46, 47.
And don't forget to follow us on social medias at Our Town Pod.
Hey, get us to 50 and maybe we'll all just do something funny.
Yeah. Like slap a fake temporary pickle tattoo on our faces, though.
Yeah, we'll get fake temporary tattoos on our foreheads.
Yeah,
but that's only if we get that 50,000
make it happen
views before the next Gong show, because I'm sure all of those pickle tattoos are going to fly off the merch table.
Yeah.
I mean, we can barely hold on to those pickle tattoos. Hold the pickle.
And put it on your arm. All right, guys. Unless you got anything else, let's call it a show.
All right. Thank you, gentlemen.
Thanks, everybody.
Bye.
Please like, subscribe, comment, and share. And if you think this episode is worth $1 or $5, the boys would love to have it. Please go to ourtownpod.store for merch or to donate now. For less than a cup of coffee, you can also join the website in the member-only area for exclusive bonus content, vlogs, and more. It's just $3 a month or $30 a year. Thank you for listening to this production of Our Town Podcast Extraordinaire.